Hello traders, hope your trading is going good. In this short video that I am going to discuss about a couple of important points in trading. More than a point, it is what you call a trading tool. The one is called a Hooke's law, and the one which is called Coffin line. And already I discussed about the Hooke's law, what it is and how it could be converted into a trading platform, and then how the Hooke's law generated the signal. Right, so in this video that I am going to little bit show about some advanced levels of Hooke's law here, right? Just okay, so here is a Hooke's law. So what Hooke's law is says, when in elastic material like say rubber band, take as the example of rubber band, when you applied a force, so let's take as a rubber band here. Say rubber band here, if you applied a force here, it can be stretched like this, okay, or stretched. If you apply the force in both ways, it will be stretched like this. If you stop applying the force, then it will become to the original shape, like what it is exactly, right? So that's called a Hooke's law. So here it is in one string which is attached to the platform, and then if you added some weight with that, the string is expand in the way like this, and then if you keep some object above the strings, it get compressed. When you remove the strings, that's a force, then the strings which comes into the normal shape. And this is another example for Hooke's law, which is like something, if you see somebody which is jumps from this line to here, okay, if somebody jumps from here, the string which is attached to his leg, and then he fall, and then certain point of time he will stop, and then he will be reversed. Okay, for this point which is called as a zero line. So that is the simplest form of Hooke's law. Okay, so how to calculate the elasticity? Let me see that the formula of elasticity, which is called elasticity, it is equal to the percentage of change in quantity, percentage of change in quantity. So elasticity equal to percentage of change in quantity divided by percentage of change in price. Percentage of change in price. And this is in this way that we can calculate the elasticity, force of elasticity. So how I converted into the price in here. Here the change on the percentage change of quantity, which is called V2 minus V1, that is volume minus volume 1, divided by the percentages. So everything's the percentage of change of same as V1 divided by V2 divided by percentage of change in V2 minus V1, which is called the price, so that we can get it what we call the exact force, which is called as a negative force or positive force. The negative force will drag the price to down, and the positive force take the price to the upward, right? So here that I converted this formula into the plus 100 to minus 100. This is the formula. You can see that the bottom of the chart I attached to that. You see that the value is reading from 100 to minus 100. Once the price which is the minus 80, that will be the extreme or oversold area, or plus 80, which is reads as a overbought zone, right? So the normally that it is a 40 will be if you have to be observed once the price reached. You have to be careful once the price is reached from 40 plus 40 or minus 40. Minus 15 will be the confirmations, and plus 15 is the positive confirmations, right? So based on the Hooke's law, that I converted the one indicator which gives as the exact the reversal points. And this is altitude, and this is airspeed. So if the flight is increasing with altitude, this is called a low speed altitude, and then and this is called a low speed altitude area. This is low speed, and this is called a high speed. Okay. So this line, which is called a thrust shielding limit, this line which is called a thrust shield limit, whenever the whenever the flight which is flying over this area, then there will be some stall alert will come. This is the low speed limit, this is the high speed limit. So this is the high speed limit. So this is the ceiling. If the price which if the flight which is crossed above this, try to fly over above this area, then it will lose the control, it will fall like anything. So this is called a coffin corner. This area which is called as a coffin corner. So once again, I am just repeating the same. This is altitude, this is the airspeed. This is increasing with altitude with slow speed, and this level which is called increasing the speed with increasing the altitude with higher speed. Okay, this area. And then this is the lower ceiling limit, this is the upper ceiling limit. Once the flight flown above this area, then it will be automatically lose its controls and fall. Okay, so this is called a coffin corner. Same as that, we can see that into the trading also. Let us see that the price line, this is the timeline. Okay, when the price which is increased from like this, and then it reach some level, from there it will be a fall back. So this level which is called a coffin corner level 1, and this level which is there is 2 level, right? So this level which is called a coffin corner level 2, this level. So once the price reaches the coffin corner level 1, then we can see there's some sort of price actions happening in here, and then if we can prepare, or if you have a long positions, you could exit at these positions. If you want to add up, and then you can, if you want to reverse your positions, you could reverse here, and then you can put your stop loss just about to the coffin corner line. Right, this is the coffin corner line that I will go and explain you in some charts. Okay, see that these 2 lines, this line, and this is the zinc line, and this line which is called a coffin corner 1 and coffin corner 2. So if you see that yesterday the price which is reached the coffin corner line 2, then it is started falling here. And then look at that, the price which is reached the coffin corner area, and then see the price actions like a pin bar formations in the top, and then it came back to line. This is called a 216.25, and then the price came down to 214.55. So almost 1.75 points, which was fallen very drastically. So look at that. These 2 lines, which is called act as a coffin line. Here in this video that we discuss about the Hooke's law and then coffin corner. Hopefully this video is give us some information about you in trading, why the price is suddenly falling, why the price is suddenly rising in the falling trend, or falling in the rising trend. So thank you very much for watching our video.